Hi guys, I'm Trish. This is my fetish. I'm going to give you the pleasure of my sweaty shiny face today. I've got my aircon on, but it's just I'm still overheating. So what this is it's the 1st of January today. I got an idea for a new series of videos that I can make for you. As always, I have no qualifications in this. All I can offer you is what I do and how I do it. And the series, I haven't even thought of what I'm going to call it. It's not going to be a new channel or anything, it's just going to be a new playlist on here. Oh my God, I can't stand sweating. What it is going to be is how I save money and buy stuff and get shit paid for on a pension. I live in Australia, I'm on a disability pension, which I'm extremely grateful for, but it's really not a lot of money. So I'll be going over things like, as I said, how I save money. And when I say save money, I'm not saying I'm on a disability pension and I save $10,000 a year. No, I save enough money to pay my rego, my car insurance, my contents insurance. I save money for Christmas so that I don't have to worry when it gets to Christmas time. I've just got the money there to go and buy presents. I have like a slush fund in case something happens with my car. I drive a very, very old car. It's a 1997 Toyota, so it is genuinely very, very old. So I need to look after it because I can't afford to get a new car, so I've got to look after what I have. So I'm going to go over all that sort of thing, how I like try to just have that slush fund for, you know, like car repairs or, you know, car maintenance, emergencies, if I, you know, because I'm not an expert at this by any means, and I do have splurges, you know, like I'm going to Bunnings today, I'm going to have a bit of a splurge at Bunnings. So if I do that, you know, I've got that little bit of a slush fund there to still get me through, and then I can, you know, build it back up, and I can still have treats and nice things, just not on a level that other people who are able to work and therefore have a lot more money have. You know, like treats for me are small things. I don't have holidays. I haven't been on a holiday for I think 2004, 2005, so a very, very, very long time. I'm sorry, I was fiddling with that. It's probably going to make a weird noise. Yeah, so, you know, and I don't buy new cars and, you know, all this sort of thing. The car I've got now, I've had for 9 years, I think. And it's got to last me out my days because I don't see myself at this point in time being able to afford to rush out and buy a new one. The way I save money, which I'll make a separate video about, is it's an unusual method. My daughter told me about it. It's how she saves money, and she's a really good little saver. And it works for me. Doesn't save me great amounts of money, but it saves me enough. And I think that's something that really gets me by with having very little money is I don't need a lot, I just need enough, and I do have enough. All my bills are always paid for. When I get my bills, when I get my gas bill, my electricity bill, my water bill, my phone bill, they're already paid. They're already paid because I pay a little bit each fortnight. And I keep them in credit, again, in case something comes up. Like if something happens to my car, I can go, all right, well, all my bills are in credit. I can afford to not pay them for a few weeks, and I'll use that money instead for the car. All my, you know, my contents insurance, my car insurance is always paid. My rego is always paid. My roadside assistance is already paid. And all those little things, you know, like you go, oh, do you really need roadside assistance? Yes, I do, because it's like an insurance thing. I pay that each year. It's like $108 each year, because if I break down, and I do drive a very old car, it's cheaper than paying towing fees and getting a mobile mechanic out to fix my car and all this sort of shit. So some things it's better to pay a little bit now rather than a lot later. I'll be going over a lot of the rewards programs that I'm in because they save money. I'm going to make spreadsheets for you all so you can see what I'm saving where. And I do love a good spreadsheet. I'm really looking forward to that aspect. And I've never done it for myself, so I'll be very interested to see exactly how much money I save through the year by being a clever shopper and, you know, how much I save with the rewards programs. Because some of them are free, some of them you've got to pay for, but overall you end up better off financially from it. One of those programs is Woolies, and like the Woolies Extra, and I'll go into that again, and just all the little perks you can get. So I'm really looking forward to doing that with you guys, but just keep in mind, these are just little tips and tricks, particularly for people who don't have a lot of money. So if you're on a disability pension, or you're on, you know, a youth allowance, or job seeker, or if you're retired and you're on an age pension, if people from other countries are watching me, whatever you have, that's not much. But I think no matter how much money you earn, you can still apply. You should still be like trying to save money and not be frivolous. You know, unless of course you're like earning so much money that it just doesn't matter. Having said that, I do get frivolous with some things because, you know, I want to live and I want to enjoy things. But I do have a lot of little tips and tricks to make things easier. I'm not going to go into any of them in this video. This is just like an introduction, and hopefully, like with just about every other video I make, hopefully the little ideas that I can share can make a difference to someone else who's in the same boat as me, or a similar boat, or a completely different boat, but they can apply it to their situation. That's all I want. That's all I want with the videos I make. So that's it. I'm going to go to Bunnings now and do some frivolous spending. But I've looked at my budget and I actually can afford it this week, and I'm going to treat myself to just a couple of pavers and some plants and some pine bark. But I'll make a separate video about that as well. So I'm looking forward to letting you all in on how I save money and get shit paid for. I'm not going to be, I was going to be completely, utterly transparent and like tell people how much my rent is and how much my pension is and all those details, because I'm very open about that. And, you know, if you are a friend of mine, I'll just tell people I don't care. I used to work in payroll. Talking about what people earn means nothing to me, and I've had to learn over the years to just not ask people straight out what they earn, because apparently that's rude to do that. But, you know, when you've worked in payroll, it means nothing to you. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to talk in more sort of general terms, although, you know, like you can probably look up what the disability pension is in Australia. Yeah, I'm going to be talking in more general terms just to keep myself safe from scammers, basically. Like if I start giving out facts and figures and like more personal details like that about myself, scammers could use it to, I don't know, do scammy stuff. So that's it. This is really it. I'm too hot. I'm going to go to Bunnings. I'm going to do some gardening, and I will keep making you some more videos.